Well, hello everybody. How we doing tonight? This Four Bros Radio Show live on Monday, May 2nd, the year 2022. And so we've had some good things going on, but I'm joined tonight by a couple of my brothers here. What's going on tonight, Crispy Bacon?
Not much. Nice cool day. Had a little rain last night, but not too bad.
How was that? How was the Rangers game the other day?
It was good. Good.
Of course, it's always good. It's always good when they win, right?
Yeah. But I think if they didn't, but it's
yeah.
really good.
Well, they beat my Braves, so you got me on that one. You can hold that one over my head for a bit. And then, of course, we're joined by Double Dirty Big B. How you doing tonight, brother?
Doing good. Just got off of work. My Friday. The Wild took a heartbreaking loss. Well, I shouldn't say heartbreaking loss, but 4-0 loss to the Blues in the first round of the playoffs today. So hopefully they can rebound next game too.
Yeah, hopefully. And we wish all the best to the Wild, every team out there that is in the Stanley Cup playoffs. We wish them all the very best, and we will give you updates on that as we go here in the next days, Friday, Monday. We'll give you updates on the Stanley Cup playoffs. So a couple of things to go over tonight. First off, we're going to talk a lot of baseball like we have been. But I got to ask real quick about the NFL draft. Chris, did you see any late round draft picks that maybe are going to surprise some people this year?
I haven't. No, not that I could see. No.
What about you, Big B? You think any of the late round guys are going to make any kind of splash or anything this year?
Well, if we're talking like the fourth, fifth rounds, no, but the guys that I'm going to be watching are definitely going to be Dean, the linebacker, and Willis, the quarterback, because those two were supposed to be top 10 picks going into the draft and fell all the way down to late third, early fourth round. So to me, those two are going to be kind of guys I'm going to be watching. And then, also Jermaine Johnson, I know he went in the first round, but he's another guy too that fell a little bit in the first round. So, and then of course, you're going to, I might keep my eyes on San Francisco because they had Mr. Irrelevant this year, kind of see if he makes the roster. If you guys tune in to Morning Tailgate, Tim threw out a wild prediction that Mr. Irrelevant's actually going to get in a game this year for the Niners.
You think so, huh? That's what he thinks?
Well, he was kind of interlocking his best Isaiah impression. So,
yeah.
Maybe he'll be in for a play, but I don't know for a start.
Well, I did see a report and I didn't read it because I didn't have time. But there's a couple guys that were at the draft that was supposed to get drafted that never got drafted, and I don't think they're signed yet either. And I didn't see who they were, but that's just kind of odd.
It is odd. What do you think about Kenny Pickett? Pittsburgh is already saying that he could be the opening day starter.
Well, I mean, they know what they got, so, as a football fan, it's turned into, quarterbacks, well, most players don't sit on the bench and learn. Some will get the keys right away, jump in that starting lineup. So, Pittsburgh needs a guy to build around, needs a face of the franchise since Ben's retired. Pickett, a hometown kid, just like Hutchinson in Detroit. I think both of those teams are going to be looking to market those hometown guys very hard. So they got a lot of pressure on those, not just Pickett, but Hutchinson too has a lot of pressure on their shoulders.
Yeah. Well, especially when you're filling in for or replacing somebody like Big Ben.
Yeah.
That's true. What did you guys hear the report about Roger Goodell got upset with the Detroit Lions because they handed in their pick card so quickly for the second pick? Because Jacksonville took forever, and then he said basically he had the card. They had the card turned in. They went on the clock 10 minutes, and then they had their card turned in at like 9 minutes and 35 seconds. For the second
well,
pick.
I think if you knew you were going to pick that guy, why wait? I mean, you're stressing out your fan base, and two, you're probably stressing out the players because Hutchinson, all but knew that if Jacksonville was going to pass on him, he was going to Detroit. I mean, that's all the reports I read. So,
but maybe it's an unwritten rule in the NFL that in the first round you have to take majority of your 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're probably right because you want to hear offers and stuff. But I mean, Detroit's knowing, they've had their second overall pick, since the end of the regular season. So, they field offers, and I mean, we discussed on Morning Tailgate, they probably had that name written down on their card, and if Jacksonville passed on them, they're going to turn that card in right away. So. I don't blame Detroit for turning on it. I mean, Goodell probably wanted a break in between picks, but he didn't get what he wanted.
No, he certainly didn't. And I think a lot of it has to do with, ad revenue and money. If they turn it in too quickly, then you don't get to run those ads that you were going to run between the first and second pick.
Well, no, and I get that point too. So, okay, the pick's turned in, you got it. Who's to say that you have to run up there right away and say it? I mean, you could stall yourself and just, come up with some reason why you stalled or, to get those ads in. So he could have done it himself, but, props to Detroit. They didn't, waste time. They got their pick in and they moved on.
Yeah, I get that. All right. Well, let's get into the baseball talk. I have a question. So when we did our preseason per se picks as to who we thought was going to be good teams in baseball, who we thought were going to be the worst teams in baseball, I went back and looked at the tape, and I'll tell you, not a single person on this show had the Cincinnati Reds starting 3-14 or whatever their record is now. I mean, they're awful. 3-17, whatever it is.
Yeah,
3-17, I think. Yeah,
Oh.
3. Yeah, but
They
they
got
are
3
bad.
wins.
They have 3 wins, and you know what's even sadder than that? 2 of those came in the first series of the season against Atlanta when we were in a 4-game series and they beat us twice and we beat them twice. So they got 2 wins in the first 4 games of the year. So they've won like 1 game in the last 18 games.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bad.
So who would have thought the Cincinnati Reds would be 3 and whatever they are at this point, have 3 wins this far into the season?
No one did.
No one.
Well, I mean, I know there's been bad teams. I mean, but you would have. I mean, they're not even getting any breaks because, I mean, you got to tell me you can't get a break to get it. You win or the ball bounces a certain way or you get call your way. I mean, they're just not getting anything right now. I mean, 3 wins, 17, 19 losses, something like that. Worst starter franchise history I saw. But, right now, I don't know what the ownership can do, what the coaching staff can do, the fans. I don't. Right now there's 0 answers on how to, get this team upright.
I agree. I don't know what we're gonna do. I honestly don't know what they're gonna do to get it going. I don't know anything about.
I mean, we know
how
they
Cincinnati's winning games.
made a lot of moves this offseason, so is it a lot of guys that shouldn't be up in the minors right now, underdeveloped? Or are they going to be a different team come months 3, 4, 5? Time will just tell. I mean, but right now it's not looking good.
It certainly is
No,
not.
it's not. It's not.
I mean, because right now they got to be on pace to, what is it? The Cleveland Spiders had the worst record ever.
Yes,
Yeah,
the Tigers got close. 15 years ago or so?
yeah. So
I know they won 49 games that year.
nope.
So I mean, they got close to the record that year.
So roughly right now we're in month 2 of the baseball season,
Mm-hmm.
and there's 6 months of baseball roughly.
Let's see.
April, May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, 6 months basically.
6 to 7.
All right, so you got 5 months
I-
left in baseball. They won 3 in the first game, so they're on pace right now to win 15 games.
I mean, we know that's not going to happen, but
Well, no, you're right. So they're going to threaten that Cleveland Spiders record.
yes, it looks that way that they will.
Unless they come back after the All-Star game.
Could be.
Oh, yeah.
Before then.
Could be.
Yeah.
Talk about some early season struggles from some different teams. We talked about the Reds. Let's talk a minute. The Yankees just won their 10th game in a row today. They're playing out of their minds right now. The Athletics just lost their 4th game in a row. Kind of excited about that a little bit myself, just for personal reasons that everyone knows.
I'm happy because they're in the division and
That's not
lost.
why for me. I don't
Well,
need to
I know.
explain. We're not going to bring it up on the air, but I'm just glad the A's lost 4 games in a row. So they got some early season struggles. Let's talk about if some teams are hitting some home runs per se, but a lot of them are solo home runs, which is interesting. The top, I think it's three of the top 4 teams in the league. I know one being Atlanta. They hit their 30th home run of the season tonight, and 24 of those have been solo home runs.
wow.
So that's that's not good. That means you're not getting guys on base. But the other thing we could talk about is the amount of strikeouts we've seen this year, the bad batting averages. Baseball is they got to do something to fix their game. I saw something tonight though that I thought was interesting. It's becoming more of a trend. You know how they are banning the shift next year?
Yep.
I think we're going to see more teams start not using the shift this year. I watched in 2 different games in the last 2 days where a left-handed batter, everyone shifts to the between first and second.
Yep.
So your third baseman is basically playing shortstop. So 2 games in a row, I watched a left-handed batter bunt the ball down the third baseline and get an infield hit. And that is the way to beat the shift.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. And that's really the only way you're going to beat the shift is to hit it where the guys aren't shifted onto.
Well,
that
and we've said that, for the last couple of years that we've all been together. It's like, why wouldn't you bunt down the third baseline if they got the shift on? I mean, your third baseman is not the quickest guy on the field. So if he's playing shortstop, I mean, lay down that sucker right down third baseline and pretty much walk to first base if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could.
And then even if you put some mustard behind that bunt, you can probably get it past the third base bag down the left field left field line. If you're quick enough, you could probably get a double off of that.
True. Yeah. It just depends on how fast you are.
Yep.
It really, that's where it's at. To seeing how fast you are. Chris, why don't you go ahead and run some ads, and we'll come back and continue talking. Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. All right, thanks for the Krista. Now pull up that book real quick. Let's look at that. So we got one of our own here on the network, Bodie Sanders. He wrote a book, Race Against Race. It's his personal journey of diversity and inclusion through sports. It's a good book. It's a great read. It's on the Amazon's bestseller list. It's endorsed by the Big East Conference. Order yours today. You can find it anywhere books are sold on Amazon. I think he was talking the other day about possibly it being available in the Barnes & Noble website also for digital download. So that's pretty exciting there. He's going to be doing a book tour in Florida, I believe in the month of June. So that's about a month away. So check that out if you can. Big B, you read part of this book, yeah?
Yeah, I'm still reading it. Like I've said before, great book, great read. Definitely some parts of it hits home to me on things he talks about. Yes, I know, it doesn't directly involve, but it just kind of makes me think of parts of my life, parts that I've read, the struggles I've had. So, yeah, great book all around.
All right, get your copy today. Okay, so we talked about baseball and the NFL draft before the break. Now, after the break, we're going to do things a little different, and we're going to have some fun tonight. Here in a minute, we're going to do Name That Show. We're bringing that segment back. I know everyone liked that segment. Before we do that, and then we're going to do Two Truths and a Lie because everyone loves that segment also. I actually got some feedback on that, and people really like Two Truths and a Lie, especially when we make it where anything sounds like it could be a truth or a lie, and they don't really know which one we're saying. Chris is the best at that. I gotta say, we found Chris's segment, like the segment that he can be the star. To be honest, Chris is really good at it. So, but before we do that, Chris,
yes,
you and I and Sarge were on the Saturday. We streamed a women's Football Alliance football game. It was Oregon Cougars against the Seattle Spartans. The Oregon Cougars played really well. They scratched out a win in the end. 8-6 was the final. And what about that game made it really special, Chris? Why don't you tell us that?
At the end, it was a close game. I think Seattle had the ball, if that's correct, right?
Yes, they did.
It was close to the end of the game, and then, they didn't get the points they needed. It was pretty much a defensive game throughout the whole.
I'll tell you what.
Contest.
I tell you what. At the end of the game, though, you heard me talking about it. 17 seconds left on the clock. The game's about to run out. All they have to do is stop them on fourth down, and the clock's running, and the Spartans are not snapping the ball, and then the Cougars couldn't get off the field defensively, and Coach Hoffman had to call a timeout. And you saw him losing his mind on the sidelines because this game is pretty much over, and he has to call a timeout because the Spartans had no timeouts at that point. So then you're giving them a chance on a fourth down play with 17 seconds. They did not convert that. You got the ball back and kneeled it down. But let's say he was not happy having to call that timeout with 17 seconds left in the game. That was not a good time for him. Hi, Christy. How you doing tonight? Thanks for watching. So anyway, the other part of that is that we want to congratulate them on their win. They are the first developmental team in Women's Football Alliance history to beat a Division II team in the Seattle Spartans. So congratulations to the Cougars. They were the first ones to do that. Congrats to that. The owner and head coach, Chuck Hoffman, hats off to you. You prepared a very, very good team to face a very strong Seattle Spartans team. So
I got a question because I did not see it, but my aunt played football back early 2000s. They were doing a brainstorming tour, so it was just 2 teams.
Right.
Did not know, or of course you guys knew that there were women playing football, but if you would have just turned it on, would you have guessed that it was women playing football, just bad play, or what was your overall thoughts?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was just watching the game. Like it was a football game, and I was watching it, and it's no joke. I mean, ask Chris. These girls are not. These women are not. How do you say it? I mean, they're not out there like playing 2-hand touch. They're hitting
no, I get that because like I said, my aunt did it, and sitting there, it's just like, the hits still sounded hard. The offensive, defensive lines, played their butts out. The running back, was trying to make moves. Quarterbacks, trying to make the throws and stuff. But so it's like, okay, I'm watching a good football game, and then it's like, you didn't, if you're tuned into the game, once they took out the helmets and you saw the long hair, and then it's like, oh my God, it was women playing, kind of thing. But that's what I was getting at. Was the feel like football, or was it, did it feel like women,
No.
that you knew it was women playing football?
No, it was definitely. I will say that it was definitely a football game. Like you could definitely, you were watching football. It was really good. And I was surprised at the crowd. When I first got there wasn't many people there, but I got there early to set up and everything. And I didn't see a lot of people coming through the gates, was setting up the equipment. But by the end of that game, I bet there was 250, 300 people there.
Nice.
So
not bad. Good crowd.
And the best thing that the Women's Football Alliance does is they don't have a set charge for you to come and watch the game. They ask you for a donation at the door, and
that's good.
Even though it's considered a donation, they do kind of require you to give a donation per se.
Mm-hmm.
They give you a suggestion. Right. Basically, they say about $5 a person. So if you bring a family of 4 for $20 to watch a football game, I mean that's pretty cheap. Something to do on a Saturday night for $20.
Yep.
So
for a family of 4.
For a family of 4. So that's pretty nice. And like a normal one, I mean they have gear, and they sell shirts, and they have hot dogs and hamburgers and a concession stand. I mean, it's the feel of a regular football game. It really is.
Okay, cool.
So, very nice. Okay, so you guys ready to get into this Name That Show challenge?
Let's go.
Sure.
Who wants to go first?
I don't care.
I don't care either.
Or why don't we since it's just the both of us, we just yell out our name when we think we know the show.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, what show features the characters Becky, Nikki,
Full House,
and Alex?
Oh, never mind.
No, you got it, Chris. It's Full House.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Aunt Becky and the 2 twins. Good one, Chris.
2 twins. Yeah. What show features the characters Heathcliff, Claire?
Cosby Show.
Yeah. Big D got that one. It's the Cosby Show. Yeah.
I didn't say it right away because I thought maybe you're going with the cartoon. Heathcliff, the cat.
Oh, right. What show has the characters Natalie, Blair,
Facts of
Oh,
life.
yeah.
and Big B got that one? Facts of Life. Yep. Okay. Let's keep going. I just pull them up as they come here. You have Robert,
Robert. Okay.
Frank, and Deborah.
Ooh, that's a good one. All right. Everybody loves Raymond.
Big B got it. It's Everybody Loves
Wow.
Raymond.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep. He certainly got that one. Okay.
I should
let's
have
I
move
could
on.
just hear the brother say Deborah. That's what got me.
Yep. Okay. Richie, Rachel, and Judy.
Family Matters.
Big B's on a roll.
Wow.
Big B is on a roll. Yes. Yes, he got that one again. Okay. Next one. This one might be a dead giveaway. I hope Chris can get this one. Opie, Otis, and Aunt B.
Oh, Otis. Oh. Damn it. I can see the show too. Oh, god damn it. I'm gonna have to pass.
Chris, I'll give you one. I'll give you one clue to try to get this one.
Okay.
The theme is a whistle. Someone whistling.
Oh god!
Andy Griffith.
damn it.
Andy Griffith.
The Andy Griffith Show.
God!
Yes.
Oh. You know, and I thought it was that too.
Yep.
God damn it.
All right. What show featured characters with the nicknames Fish and Biscuit?
Fish and biscuit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
Any guesses, Big B?
Oh. Fish and biscuits. No, but I probably seen the show.
Ally McBeal.
Oh, no, I didn't watch that one.
Well, that would probably be why you didn't get the answer.
Yeah.
That would make
Well,
sense.
I watched Andy
Okay.
Griffin too, and I didn't get that one.
Well, I guess that's true, huh? Let's do one more.
All right.
Let's do sudden death. So
Ooh.
whoever gets this one wins tonight. Let's do. We got to come up with a good one here. Um, let's go with this one. Let's go. Balky. Balky, Peter, and let me pull up one more name. Larry.
Ooh. Hmm. Uh, I'm going to say Brady Bunch. But, not it.
No guesses, Chris?
I don't know.
Perfect Strangers.
Oh,
God dang it. That was the second guess, yeah. Balky was the roommate, wasn't he?
Yes, he was the cousin from the Mediterranean.
Yep. God dang it. I love that show.
All right, let's see if anyone can get this one to end it. Greg, Jane,
Brady Bunch.
and Abby.
Oh, yeah. Greg, Jane, and Patty. Hmm.
You said Greg. I thought Brady Bunch for a second.
Yeah. Addie's the one that threw me off a little bit.
Yeah.
Home Improvement.
No, Dharma and Greg.
Oh. Another show I didn't see.
Okay. Come on, you guys got to get this one.
All right.
Okay. Judith, Rose, and Jake.
Judith, Rose, and Jake.
Yep.
Oh. I think I used to watch. Yeah.
I
Okay. I think I
almost
know.
guarantee that 50%, at least 50% of America has seen at least one episode of this show.
I think I know.
What?
All right, Chris.
2.5 Men.
It is 2.5 Men.
Oh, God dang it.
Because
Judith
Jake
was the
the
wife.
Judith was the ex-wife. Rose was the one obsessed with Charlie.
Yep.
And
And
Jake was the
boy
who
who stole the show.
He did.
Oh,
Yeah, he
God.
did.
Especially the younger Jake. God dang it. 2 shows I should have known.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to Chris on that. He got that. So with that, Chris gets to lead off tonight for 2 truths and a lie.
Okay. I'm trying to think of a good one. I don't know. I attended my first NASCAR game race when I was little. I paddled up. I was on reality TV, and I swam a mile.
You know, Chris, you know why you're so good at this? Do you want to know why you're so good at this, Chris? It's
he stuttered.
because yes, he stops on every one of them and makes it sound like he's making every one of them up.
He does.
I'm gonna say you haven't swam a mile.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. I haven't swam a mile. I'll go with that one.
I haven't swam a mile.
All right.
We got it this week. Big B, you're next.
But you've been on reality TV?
Well, I wouldn't say reality, but I've been on TV before.
Okay.
That's all
right, I'm next. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I've worked at I've been employed at 3 different Walmarts in my working career. I have been employed at 2 different holiday gas stations. And I have been employed at a Blockbuster Video.
Ooh. I'll say you haven't worked at 3 Walmarts.
Okay.
I'm going to say that too.
Nope, I have worked at 3 Walmarts. I didn't work at Blockbuster Video.
Oh, you got me on that one. I thought you were in the generation. I thought you actually did. So
I've actually worked at 2 different video stores. I worked at Video Update and Hollywood Video.
okay. All right. Okay. All right. 2 truths and a lie. Mine are: I wear a size 13 shoe. I have had a cousin play minor league baseball.
Ooh.
And the third thing for 2 truths and a lie is I have scaled a mountain.
What was the last one?
Scaled a mountain.
Okay.
I'm going to say you haven't scaled a mountain.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say you don't wear a size 13.
Chris, what was your guess?
The mountain.
I actually have scaled a mountain. It was Rib Mountain in Wisconsin. It was only like 5,000 feet high or something because there's nothing in. It might not even be that high. I don't know. But as Big B knows, there is no big hills in the Midwest. So it actually was called Rib Mountain. So technically it's a mountain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do wear a size 13 shoe.
Oh, wow. Close for cousin.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
My cousin never played minor league baseball. He played college baseball, but never minor league baseball.
Okay.
So that was 2 truths and a lie. Everyone did well.
Fun. Oh, yeah.
I think everyone likes that. All right. Real quick. We're going to get out of here with rapid fire.
All right.
One question. Chris, you're first.
Okay.
White meat or dark meat?
I can go either, but white meat.
White meat. Big B.
Yeah.
Pancakes or waffles?
I'll go with waffles because I like to have the challenge of getting like butter in each of the little squares and syrup on top of that in each square. So
Yeah. It is
I'll go
hard to do.
waffle. No,
It is-
yeah.
All right. If either of you have a question for me, you can ask it, and then we'll get out of here.
Let's see. Let's see here. Oh man. Let's go favorite teacher.
Favorite teacher. That's rough.
Uh,
I will say, okay. So my favorite teacher of all time was a music teacher. His name was Mr. Graber. He's actually retiring this year. He's taught for 32 years in the
Wow.
Coos Bay School District, so he will be retiring after this year. And little known fact, his oldest son shares a birthday with me. So interesting little tidbit there.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
Chris, give us 30 seconds, man.
Thanks everyone for watching and tuning in. Great shows coming to, coast to coast. Just, like the page and stay tuned.
All right, Big B.
Yeah, thanks for everybody for watching. Tune in tomorrow. We got On Deck. We got Between the Ropes. And then just keep checking out the rest of the week because we always got great show, great content, great host, and you just never know when you're going to find a great TikTok moment or video moment that we'll rag on each other about for weeks to come.
Oh, isn't that true? That's so very true. All right. One thing I want to wish a very, very special birthday to Jordan. You guys know Jordan from the network. He's 19 years old today, so
Woohoo.
shout out to him for his birthday.
Yeah.
19 years young. Wouldn't it be great to be 19 again, Big B? Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Wouldn't wake up hurting every day.
Yes and no, because I mean, typically a year removed from high school, you're starting to get into your adult life, but you got a few more years until you really can get out partying, and then after that, then it's like adult reality hits you like really after 21. So
yeah. You know, a realization you make in your life is that you don't drink nearly as much after 21 as you did before 21.
Or on the day of your 21st birthday.
Well, ain't that the truth? Okay. Well, we're going to get out of here. We thank you all for watching, listening. Lifelong dreams being lived in front of your very eyes. Don't forget to watch Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. All kinds of stuff coming up. And some great shows, some great new podcasts. And we thank you for watching. Check us out.